Hello, welcome to the first episode of Alyssa Yaps. This is where me, Alyssa, is going to yap and just say stuff that I feel the need to talk about, even if it's not correct. So I'm not a scientist, not an academic, not a scholar. None of this is real. Nothing's real anyway to begin with. Kind of. No. I'm not a... So, basically, today we're going to talk about my philosophy on life. So, I really like absurdism. I like absurdism a lot. And... God. I mean, I guess what... I'm vlogging? Oh my god. But anyway, absurdism. I like absurdism because I like to revolt. I like that we have no fucking idea what life means. Could mean nothing, could mean something, there could be a god, there could not be a god. There are all of these things, and then there's all these rules that like come with all of these things, and it's like, why are we following these rules if they don't even, like, they couldn't be real. They might not be real. We don't know. We don't know if they're real. So that's what I'm saying. Is that it's kind of crazy, all this stuff. We don't know. That's all I gotta say on that front and what I believe in. I don't know. I like to, what I always say though, I like to entertain the idea, but I will never put all my eggs in that basket. Never put all my eggs in that basket. So, there may be one or two eggs in the basket of my philosophy, but I've got a lot of extra eggs that I kind of like throw into a lot of baskets just to be fair. You know, I mean, you gotta support all the baskets. But I will always entertain the idea. That's why there's extra eggs. But anyway, back to what I'm saying. So, since we don't know anything, there might be a god, there might not be. We have all these rules that apply to all these things, morals, morality, all of that stuff, and like good, bad, evil. But what really exists? There's no facts. There's no facts. So, what I propose and what absurdism also proposes is to just revolt and live in spite of it. Live in spite of the fact that nothing matters. Don't get bogged down. Don't get bogged down. Start just, running around. Man, if you want to scream in public, scream in public. No one's saying you can't. If you want to bark at strangers, bark at strangers. I don't know why all these have to do with being embarrassing in public. Yeah, like it's words, Alyssa, words. So that's why what I do, I like to cause chaos in the little ways I can, and bring chaos into other people's lives in the little ways I can, but in a neutral way. I'm not evil, not doing things good, and I think absurdism is kind of about that too. It's like, we're not just hedonists, although I am kind of a hedonist. We're not just hedonists, we're not like nihilistic and like just like restraining or whatever. This is the part where we have the intermission where I say that, once again, disclaimer, I don't know anything. I'm not a philosopher, so I don't know if I'm sharing absurdism right. I'm just sharing what I think about life. And whether or not you subscribe to that, that's okay. That's okay. Because this is Alyssa Yaps. Alyssa Yaps. Back to what I'm saying. Nothing matters, nothing's real, we can't prove anything, there's no such thing as truth. So, revolt. So, story time. I'm gonna give you a few things that I do to cause chaos in the world. Hopefully it inspires you to also cause chaos in the world. Something I like to say, viva rogue, live outside. What other things? But just give in to your whims, bro. Like, I don't know. What happened? I just wanted to make a basket, so I made a basket. Why not? Why shouldn't I make a basket? Huh? I can figure out how. Another thing I like to do. So at my work, we have all of these tarot cards that we give out as bookmarks because they're damaged. So naturally, I steal them and I will hide them places. But my favorite place to hide them, which I think could cause significant, I don't know, crises, existential crises. I hope it doesn't start an existential crisis. But anyway, I hide those tarot cards around. And a spot that I really like to hide them is when I go to the bathroom, I take the toilet paper, right, and I like unroll, 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 unroll. And I stick the card up and then roll, 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 until it just sticks out and nobody can see the card. And then somebody just trying to do their business, boom, tower, boom, world, boom, sun, boom, judgment. But anyway, I like to think that people need that. But my favorite, something that I really like to do, this is when the evil comes in. I told you I'm not evil. I told you I'm not evil, but sometimes the evil comes in a little bit. And what happens when that evil comes in is that I put the devil card in a little straight bar where everybody's straight and heterosexual and probably Republican, which I do not condone. Anyway, so intermission while Alyssa short circuits. Anyway, back to Alyssa Yaps. Thank you for holding. Yeah, I love to cause people to think. Let's get some extra introspection flowing. Also, I love to assign meanings to things. And do I believe any of the meanings I assign? Not necessarily. Do I believe them? Yes, completely. But I don't think they're like true. I don't believe in truths. But anyway, so let's talk about my opinion on tarot now. My opinions on tarot. So, tarot cards. You know, you shuffle, you flip, you flip, you flip. Something goes fly, and you're like, the star for me. Star is my favorite tarot card, if anyone's asking. But I read tarot. I have read tarot since like 2020, so like 5 years, which cool. Love that. Do I like fully believe in tarot? No, not at all. I mean, I think of it kind of like as an introspective card game, is how I explain it to people, where it's like you're tossing, and then you get a prompt, and you gotta think that shit through. Whatever you're like looking for, whatever question you ask, whatever like placement you put it in, think that shit through. And so that's what I do, is I throw, boom, think that shit through. But naturally, since I love to entertain the idea, but never put all my eggs in that basket, love to entertain the idea. This is something I love to entertain the idea of. So I'll entertain the idea of like drawing these things and having them tell me what to do and assign special meanings to them. Like people are like, oh, you're so mystical, you're so spiritual. Like, bitch, I pick something up from the thrift store. I decide, his name is Sheldon. He's lived 3 lives before me. I guess the lives, like, I just make shit up. So no, I'm not mystical. I'm just fucking Alyssa. I'm just fucking Alyssa. Oh, YouTube doesn't, I'm not supposed to say fuck on here, am I? Oh well. Lesson learned. Maybe I'll figure out how to censor myself, but I don't want to censor myself. I don't think I should have to censor myself. Okay. So back to what I'm saying. So I love to shuffle the cards, I love to read them, I love to do that sort of thing, but never fully trust it, because you never know what is real and what is not. So on the topic of that also, especially on the topic of like mystical, I love rocks. I love shiny things. I like things that come from the earth. I am a Taurus, which add that to the list. Add that to the list of things that seem spiritual, but I don't see it as spiritual. I see it as philosophical. I'm a philosophical person. I'm not a spiritual person. I like to think about things. I like to guess what's true and what's not. I like to pretend stuff is true and other stuff isn't. But something I really like to entertain the idea of is the zodiac signs. Because I'm a Taurus. Here we go, part of my intro. Are we ready? We got Alyssa Yaps' chart. Yaps' chart. We got a Taurus sun. We got my Libra rising, which makes a lot of sense and why I'm so charming. And then I got a Pisces moon, which is why I have bipolar disorder. And then, what else? I have a Aries Venus and an Aries Mercury, which means that I'm a freak. I'm a little freak to communicate with, and I'm fiery, and I'm scary, and I play around. I'm so fucking playful, it's not even funny. Yeah, and then I also have a Taurus, more Taurus, and I think I say Taurus wrong, but I don't care. And I have Taurus in my Saturn, Jupiter, and Mars. So much Taurus. And then I don't know, what other important ones are there? I feel like those are the big ones. Is that the big 6? I at least gave me my big 3, so roast me or something. Actually, that would be so fun if you guys roasted me after this. Like, can you roast me? Oh my god, I love attention. That second laugh was fake, I'm sorry. I think the first one probably was too. Anyway, how did I already fuck up this ring? I already squished it. Anyways. So, zodiac signs, we've been over that. Let's also talk about me and crystals. So, that's kind of what I was getting at when I was earlier talking about how I like rocks, I like shiny things, I like to collect stuff. That's why I got plants. Oh my god, we need to talk about plants too. Anyway, back to the topic. Today we are talking about spirituality pretty much, and like philosophy and my meaning of life. But something I love wearing things, and when I wear rocks, I'm like, this is doing everything and it matters. So one time I got like really obsessed with like what each finger means, and I've been talking for 12 minutes. Fuck. So about what each finger means and what the rings on said fingers will do for you. So that's something I like to dabble in. But I got my opal middle finger. I don't even remember what they're supposed to be now. But I got, wait, I can't look at the logo, like, that looks so fucked up. I'm just trying to show you my opals. These are my opals. I love them both. I don't know what opals mean. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be really emotional and like cause problems, but I already do that, so I feel like it's fine. And then I just got both of these today. I should not have bought both of them, but look at them, I have to. Have you ever seen a labradorite cut like that? Because I haven't. And have you ever seen this stunning of a moonstone? No. So, moonstone's good for emotions. So this means I am these arrows. I love arrows. Points are I feel like a lot of things. So, emotions, my emotions. My emotions are out to the world in a good way, and they are from a strong point towards me. So I'm kind of like taking in the emotions from here, going that way, because your pointer finger is kind of like a direction thing. It's like where you're going, and then your non-dominant hand is your inner world. Your dominant hand is your outer world. So, inner world, direction, emotions, receive, enter through the strong point. Great. Labradorite, other finger. Holy shit, that's shiny. Okay, labradorite, my other finger. Thank you for waiting through that another intermission of Alyssa Short Circuits. Back to your show. Okay, so labradorite is like communication and like discussion and yeah, people understanding you, because people don't really understand me all the time sometimes, and it causes issues. Okay, but labradorite, I'm going to communicate so well. I love that I'm like sitting here and I'm like, communicate, and then I have like 3 short circuits in the middle of explaining how I'm teaching myself how to communicate. You know, I just got this ring today, and I just put this ring on today. And maybe that's why I feel the need to vlog today. You know, start my vlogging channel is because I need to communicate with the world how to spread chaos in a non-mystical way. So, I don't think I have anything else spiritual-wise, because I don't believe in like a god or a higher power, but I do believe in nature, and I like to practice witchcraft and burn flames a lot. I just like fire. It's the Aries in me. But yeah, so this has been the first episode of Alyssa Yaps. It's titled, Entertain the Idea, but don't put all your eggs in that basket. Lessons in chaos and my life approach. I just made up that title right now. I hope it's good. I don't know if I'm actually going to use that as the title or if that's just like a self-title at the end. But in conclusion, nothing's real. Nothing matters. No such thing as truth. We don't know anything. We can't know anything. We will never learn how to know everything. So, entertain the idea. Entertain the idea of everything. Doesn't have to be mystical, doesn't have to be spiritual, doesn't even have to be philosophical. It can just be living. It's just living. I'm just living, man. That was my bio on Instagram for like all of my life until I made a new Instagram to hide from the world. Anyway, yeah, just living. Just live. Entertain the idea. Don't put all your eggs in that basket. And this was your first episode of Alyssa Yaps. I guess subscribe, turn on notifications, listen to me yap again, because I'm gonna be yapping. You never know when I need a yap. Okay, bye.